On today's episode of What's the News, a woman get pregnant while being pregnant. A Long Island man gave a woman his license after breaking in to her hotel room. Tessica Brown 2.0, a woman mistakes nail glue for eye drops. Longest vacation ever. A man is accused of skipping work for 15 years and was getting paid the whole time. A white teacher gets suspended over a photo with her foot on a black student's neck. We discuss that and much more on today's episode of What's the News. Before I start the video, I gotta give a special thank you to Erica. Y'all seen her on the videos, financial literacy videos, the debate on the school. Y'all know who she is by now, those who follow the channel. And I gotta give a shout out to Crafty Nana 6200 for taking the time to make the shirt. If you're into DIY or do it yourself, check out Crafty Nana's channel. Very creative and innovative with the arts and crafts and DIY stuff. And if that's something that you're not into, hey, it may pique your interest and get you into that hobby. So check out her channel, like, subscribe, and share. The link to her channel is in the description. We'll start off at the top with a married couple that conceived a child while being pregnant. And how does this happen, you might ask? Well, they had an ultrasound taken at week 7 and week 10. And with the ultrasound, all they saw was close-ups of the baby, which they named Noah. Everything was going perfectly normal. Well, at the 3-month mark, the next ultrasound, it seems little Noah had company. That's right, she got pregnant again. It's a super rare condition known as superfetation, which in a nutshell is getting pregnant while pregnant. It is so rare that a study showed that there's fewer than 10 cases reported in the whole world. So usually when a woman ovulates, 1 or more eggs, depending on if they have twins or not, are released and fertilized by a man's sperm. And at that point, no further ovulation occurs. In her case, the egg was fertilized and implanted like normal, but the ovulation happened again in the same cycle. And that's how, my friends, you get pregnant while being pregnant. And the doctor did confirm that the baby was conceived 3 weeks after, which goes to show, guys, even if she's pregnant, wrap it up. I mean, just think about it. Could you imagine, with all the premarital sex going on nowadays, if she would have had 2 babies by 2 different baby daddies? That would have been a bizarre situation. In other news, 29-year-old Michael C. Lee, who was staying at a hotel, broke into a room by pushing open an unlocked sliding window and was confronted by a 33-year-old woman who was staying there. Police say she called out to her boyfriend for help. The couple confronted the man, asking him what is he doing here, and asked for ID. He apparently gave them his ID and then took off running. After he fled, she noticed that money was missing and she called the authorities. Cops later found Lee and arrested him for burglary and criminal possession of controlled substance. My God, if you fled the scene, what was the point of giving up your ID? And today, a lot of people don't really carry cash anymore, so the money that you got would have probably just paid for your new ID. I don't get it. We have a sticky situation, and I'm not talking about Tessica Brown. Apparently, a woman mistakes her eye drops for nail glue. The story goes, she woke up in the middle of the night groggy, went to take her contacts out, and then went in her pocketbook to reach for her eye drops. Little did she know the bottle that she picked up was nail glue. Now, to her defense, the nail glue and the eye drops are about the same size and same shape. So once she squeezed said bottle and the liquid came out, she saw the liquid was thick, she knew that she picked up the wrong bottle. But by then, it was a little too late. The glue already went in her eyes. When she went to wipe the glue away, her eyes were sealed shut. At that point, she went into panic mode, called 911. Lucky for her, all she lost was her eyelashes. Because if you look at the contact lenses, she's lucky that's all she lost. So here's my question to you, the viewers. Who do you feel more sympathy for her or for Tessica Brown? Love to hear you guys' thoughts. Now, this one blew my mind. An Italian man dubbed King of Absentees played hooky for 15 years from work. My friends, this is not your standard 2 weeks vacation. The gig was up for a man who police said skipped work for 15 years in a hospital in Italy and was getting paid the whole time. Despite not going to work since 2005, the man was still getting his monthly checks. And for a decade and a half, the man racked up $647,000 US. My God. He's being charged with abuse of office, forgery, and aggravated extortion. Police are probing 6 managers for a conspiracy on behalf of the suspect for allowing his elongated vacation time. The reports indicate that 15 years ago, the suspect threatened his director, who questioned him about his absentees and was ready to report him. She then retired and never forwarded the information to anybody else. So in result, no one was aware of the situation. If you ask me, I'm sorry, this has to be an inside job, because there's no way for 15 years that his absence would go unnoticed. Somebody was getting a cut. And on the final news for today, a teacher is suspended for a photo that she took with her foot on a student's neck. Now, since this report, she has resigned. Apparently, she took a picture of her foot on a black student's neck and texted to the kid's mother. The picture definitely drew outrage from the 10-year-old's father. The administration says she used it as a mock threat when the student failed to hand in his homework. The teacher, who's not named, was immediately suspended right after she sent the text to the student's mother. Although the father was outraged, the mother said she thought nothing of it. Now, as the administration was getting their ducks in a row to set up to fire her, she resigned. Now, the mother did know the teacher for years and took the picture as a joke, and she felt that the teacher shouldn't have been suspended or any action should have been taken against her. The 10-year-old boy felt the same way. Me personally, I get it that you guys been friends for years, but a joke like that is taking it way too far. Especially something like that. As a teacher, that makes you look bad, and that comes off as a representation of the school and how the school take disciplinary actions. I mean, just think about if your son or daughter came home and said, hey, look how we're disciplined when we don't do our homework. Golly. Senate in Oklahoma and Florida passed a bill allowing drivers to hit protesters without getting any criminal charge. We've been losing a lot of celebrities lately. Marvelous Marvin Hagler, DMX, Black Rob, and just recently, Shock G.
Shock G, the one who put the satin on your panties.
Rest in peace, gentlemen. You will be missed. That's gonna do it for this episode of What's the News. Those that are subscribed, we appreciate your support. Those who aren't subscribed and it's your first time here, hey, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell so you can be alerted for more content like this. I'm Walls P. This is Matter of Opinion. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
It's a matter of opinion.
A Long Island man gave his woman his license after breaking into her hotel. Longest vacation ever, a man is accused for skipping work. Police say the woman caught the nail glue and the eye drops are about the same size and same shape. So once she despite not going to work since 2005, the man was still getting his monthly checks every week.